Welcome to the Atheist in Recovery podcast, where we talk about finding hope in recovery. And now your host, Dr. Adina Silvestri.
Hola, Atheists in Recovery, and welcome to episode 72 of the Atheists in Recovery podcast. Today is our last episode of 2020, which is crazy to think about, but I will be using December to prep for 2021, get caught up on some new episodes for 2021, and then focus on some self-care. Now is a great time to catch up on old episodes, re-listen to some of your favorites. Today's podcast is all about holiday affirmations. And so you may be asking, what is a holiday affirmation? It's really any sentence that brings about positive self-talk, and you can utilize it in an everyday setting. It doesn't have to be just while you're utilizing mindfulness or meditation. And you use positive self-talk to strengthen your thoughts. And as you know, where your thoughts go, your body will soon follow. You'll start to feel lighter, less stressed, and more free. So I thought, instead of me just talking about holiday affirmations, I would bring on a few of the most popular past guests to help me talk about this topic, and then they'll also talk about how they utilize their affirmation in their everyday lives. So listen to our friends, and then I'll share mine at the very end. All right, let's get started.
The affirmation I think I love the most is that I love and respect myself. And I write this down every day in my journal alongside some gratitude. And when I started writing that down, I know it sounds cheesy. It was completely untrue. I didn't love and respect myself, but I wrote it down every day, and even in those times, I asked myself, why am I not that person that I love and respect? And I came up with reasons why, and I fixed them. So over time, I became a person that I indeed love and respect. So it meant that much more to me, persevering in the beginning and then actually becoming it. And now I am.
Hey, Rob. Good to hear from you. I love that affirmation. And I also love that you appreciate it even more now, because in the beginning you didn't really believe that you were a person that you loved and respected. But through perseverance, you were able to endure the difficulties, and eventually you became that person. You are that person. And so I think that's just another reason to really do that deep dive and figure out and ask the questions. Why don't I believe this? What are these feelings trying to tell me right now? What are these negative feelings trying to tell me right now? I'm a firm believer in asking feelings questions. And so I love that it's worked out for you. And thank you so much for sharing.
Hey everyone, Brandon Bergman, Associate Director at the Recovery Research Institute of the Mass General Hospital here. You know, the holidays are coming up, and they can be lots of fun. They can also be stressful. So I'm here to offer a reminder of what to do if you are feeling like taking a drink or a drug or otherwise feeling stressed out. Remember to halt. This is a strategy that's part of a traditional recovery framework, and it's also part of several empirically supported interventions. That is, remember to ask yourself, am I H, hungry, A, angry, L, lonely, or T, tired? This is a message of self-care. If you're hungry, eat something. If you're angry, do something to get your mind off it, or do something to express the anger in a healthy way through communication or perhaps exercise. If you're lonely, reach out to someone. And if you're tired, certainly make sure to get some rest. So as the holidays come up, I hope everybody enjoys themselves and connects with their loved ones. And if you do feel stressed out or have a craving or feel like taking a drink or a drug, always remember, halt.
Hey, Brandon. Thanks so much for coming on. And I love that you share the acronym HALT from AA. And I think it's so important right now during the holidays that we all are setting boundaries and making sure that biology is so important, making sure that everything's taken care of, and that not everyone loves the holidays, which is what you said. You said that it can be great or it could be really stressful. And so making sure that you take that time to take care of yourself. And then things will just be easier all around. All right. Thanks again. So for my holiday affirmation, I am talking about finding the beauty in everyone and everything. And this usually culminates with me thinking it, not really writing it, but thinking it on my morning walks. I have a pretty extensive morning routine. And so I go on these morning walks, and it's usually to a park, and I'm taking pictures of anything and everything that I find beautiful. And sometimes I even send those beauty pics to people that I love. And so it helps me feel better. It's a nice little love note to the people that I care about. And it's a win-win. And so, like Brandon said, like we all know, sometimes the holidays are triggering. They're not always a happy time for everyone. And so I just want to make sure that you're taking good care and making sure that you listen to your body, because it will tell you what it needs. You're just able to be able to listen and acknowledge. So the podcast will resume after the new year, and just be sure to subscribe to the podcast if you haven't done so already, so that you don't miss an episode. And you can do that by going to atheistsinrecovery.com, or you can subscribe wherever you consume podcasts. All right. Thanks, guys. Bye. Thank you for listening to the Atheists in Recovery podcast. For more great info and to stay up to date, head over to atheistsinrecovery.com.